So before coming to our main topic, why compound interest, first of all we have to understand what is compound interest. For that we have to understand simple interest also. If a person will tell me that on 100 rupees I will give you 10 rupees as interest at the end of the year or at the end of the month, it means at the end of year I will get 100 plus 10. This 100 rupees is my main principal. Whatever money I have given to that person, he will or she will give me back that money, that 100 rupees, and plus 10 rupees is the interest, right? Now this is called simple interest for 1 year. Next year what we will do, 100 rupees plus this 10 rupee. It means now for second year 110 rupee became the amount or the principal for second year. Now that person will give me 10% interest on this money, that is 110 rupees. So I will get 11 rupees interest at the end of second year. Okay, so in this way, what is compound interest? In simple interest we are getting interest on principal, but for compound interest we are getting interest on principal as well as on the interest also. That's why what I have written here, you just see, with compound interest we are not just earning interest on our principal balance. Here the in my example you will see that 100 rupee is the principal balance, that was the real money which I have invested. Even our interest earns interest, means that person at the end of first year I earned 10 rupees as interest. So for next year this 100 rupees will give me interest, and that 10 rupees which I earned at the end of first year, this 10 rupees also give me 1 rupee extra interest. So what is compound interest? It is interest on principal as well as interest on interest also. So see what I have written, next line. Compound interest is when you add the earned interest back into the principal. I invested 100 rupees and at the end of the year I added that 10 rupees also in that 100 rupees to earn more interest, and that interest of first year became the part of principal. Okay, so principal balance which then earns more interest. So in this way, this at the end of second year 110 rupees plus 11 rupees. So when third year will start, this 121 rupees will become the principal and I will get 10% interest on 121 rupees. On the other hand, if I am going to take interest as simple interest, so every year I will get only 10 rupees, because my main principal will be the only thing on which I will get the interest. So that is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Now I am coming to the topic, why compound interest? Is it useful, or is there any difference between compound interest and simple interest or not? So I must say that compound interest is most powerful tool for your finances also. It depends upon you how you can use it. So let's to explain you with one example what is the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Let's see. So with the help of this example, I will try to explain you why it is important to understand the concept of compound interest, how it will affect our financial condition. Okay, so let's see. See what I have written here. In this case, left hand side I have written here simple interest will be given, and in this case compound interest is working. So let's see what I have done here. Principal amount, a person who invested 1 lakh rupees, rate percent is 15%. So see what happened here, and same thing here, principal is 1 lakh, rate is 15%. So per year we will see what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest, and why we need to understand compound interest. See the first year principal was 1 lakh, and at the end of the year he got 15,000 rupees as interest. He withdrawn the money for his personal uses. Then second year what happened? Again the second year the principal was same, 1 lakh. Okay, so this is the concept of simple interest. Try to understand, principal is same every year. Why the person again at the end of second year he got 15,000, because 15% of 1 lakh is always 15,000 and principal is not changed. So 1 lakh principal is also for second year. So 15,000 rupees is he got as interest at the end of the second year. Again he withdrawn this amount for his personal uses. Again third year what happened, 1 lakh rupee is principal and he got 15,000 rupees at the end of third year. Again he withdrawn the amount. So finally if you will see every year, you will see till 5th year I have shown here, principal was 1 lakh and his interest which he used for personal work, that was 15,000. On other hand, you see the magic of compound interest. Again see, the first case is same, here also 1 lakh principal, at the end of the year 15,000 rupees interest. Here also first year the principal was 1 lakh, interest was 15,000. That's why I've written here interest which reinvested. What that person did, he added this 15,000 in his principal and again he reinvested that money. Instead of withdrawing the amount to buy few personal items, what he did, he added this 15,000 interest in the original principal. Now the real principal became 1,15,000. So now at the end of the second year, he will get interest on this 1 lakh plus 15,000, 15% interest of 1 lakh and 15% of 15,000. So this will be 17,250. Now see the difference from here. In simple interest, he will get 15,000 and for compound interest 17,250. Why this is a difference? Why there is a difference? Because here that person is getting interest on interest also. Okay, so at the end of second year he got 17,250 rupees and instead of withdrawing this money, what he did, again he reinvested, he added this interest in his original principal which was previous year principal. So it became 1,32,250 rupees. Now he will get 15% interest on 1 lakh plus on 32,250 rupees. So at the end of third year he will get 19,838 rupees. Okay, now see fourth year, this rupees will be added in his principal, so it became 1,52,088 rupees and again at the end of the fourth year he will get the interest on this principal. See, every year the principal is increasing. 15% of 1,52,088 rupees will be 22,813 rupees. Now again this money added to this one, so now it is 1,74,900. This is the principal of that person which is already there in the bank at the end of the fifth year, and he got 15% interest on this money. If you will see here in simple interest, he got interest at the end of fifth year on 1 lakh he got 15,000, and here when we are discussing about compound interest, he got interest on this money. This is his principal now, 1,74,901 rupees, and he got interest at the end of the fifth year, that is 26,235. Here you see 15,000 fifth year interest, principal is still 1 lakh and here it is about to be 2 lakh, just doubled. So that's why it is called as magic of compound interest, and it is compulsory to understand the concept of compound interest. That's why the great scientist as well as mathematician Einstein said that compound interest is eighth wonder. He who understands it earns, and he who doesn't pays it. So compound interest accelerates the growth of your savings. It will increase your savings and investment over time. If you invested a small amount, 1 lakh, slowly you have seen that it became about 2 lakh, which I have explained you right now with the help of the table. So that's why written here. On the other hand, there is the negative side also of the compound interest, where see what I have written here. Conversely, it also expands the debt balances you owe over time. You just think that you have taken 1 lakh rupees from bank. You see, if you are not going to pay the money, slowly it will increase. 1 lakh rupees you have taken from the bank, and if you are not giving back on time, there also compound interest you have to pay, and it became 2 lakh or it is more than that. So it is compulsory to understand the concept of compound interest. That's why a person said that money makes money, and that money which is made by previous money makes more money. Actually this line gives you the real detail about the compound interest. Okay, for example, you just think that till 20 years or 25 or 30 years we just go through our education and the planning where we need to do the job. So about 15 or 10 or 15 years we take timing. For 10 to 15 years what we do jobs, we earn savings and so many with the help of so many earnings. After 10 to 15 years maybe we are having 1 crore rupees. So this much money we earned near about 45 years or 50 years when we became 45-year-old or 50-year-old, because till 25 or 30 year we are engaged with our education purposes, then the business planning or the jobs, whatever we are trying. So to make 1 crore rupees it took 40 years, means our age is 40 years, and within 10 to 15 year we earn 1 crore rupees. But if you are having knowledge of compound interest, within 2 to 3 years or hardly 4 to 5 years you will convert this 1 crore into 1 more crores. That will be the compound interest, which right now I have explained you. You just invest it for compound interest, you will get 1 more crore within 4-5 years. First crore you earned till the age of 40 years, that is within 10 to 15 years you earn that money by different methods. And so see the time interval, within it took 10 to 15 years to earn that much money, and next 1 crore you can earn within 4 to 5 years. Similarly next year you may earn, in 4-5 years again you may earn, because now you are having total 2 crores. This timing as a principal you are having 2 crore rupees for investment, so you invest it in share market or anywhere. So for 2 crore within 4 to 5, not it may be 3, because now your principal is increased, so within 3 to 4 years you may earn 1 more crore. So in this way you will see the growth of your finance, your money, if you know the concept of compound interest. I hope my video must be useful for you. Thank you.